Hello, welcome to Stained Glass Stories. My name is Phil Scap, and welcome to the bottom of the ocean, where we have the undersea dome that we are calling Pathos 2 as a tribute to SOMA. This whole place is absolutely massive. It's work that we imported a lot of from our last realm because we worked on it for so long that we didn't want to lose it. And I want to show you around, because this place was the brainchild and a lot of effort on behalf of myself and Katidid and Annika, and we're really happy with it. We've got conduits at a couple places where the airlocks are going to be, and we've got materials for more that we're planning. But it's not going to be a full replica of the Undersea location of Pathos 2 from the game. Partly because I haven't played the game yet, but I really think I want to. Oops, there's still a sponge. At some point, I might even on the channel, because I've heard great things about it. Katidid really liked it and recommended it to me, and yeah, I mean, we've got an absolutely giant dome here to fill with structures and interesting story and buildings, and I'm looking forward to it. But the first thing I want to build in here that I've given a lot of thought and design work to, and I think I know what I want to do with it now, is the Omega Minecraft gun, which is going to be our little tribute to and spoof of the Omega space gun from SOMA, but probably a little bit smaller scale, but it's still an OMG. So this is what I've got so far, and this is like my initial prototype for it. Oh my goodness, what's this? Not you, you're adorable, but what's this? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, my heart. Annika is such a sweetie. She got me flowers in a heart shape. This is what I've got to begin with. I was initially going with an interesting kind of schematic. Oh, I've already got beacons here. Where I was going to have the player come in through these doors and then launch themselves in that way to get to deploy their elytra before they get into the barrel of the sky cannon. And I think that's still sort of what I want to do, but I want it to be accessible from more directions and also possibly accessible from just other structures in the dome, like jumping off the top of another tower. This is going to be the tallest building. I'm undecided yet. It's probably going to go all the way to the top of the dome, and then it might even go to a surface station. Because as I understand it, the space gun in SOMA, the whole point is it goes from a undersea base all the way to the surface, and it's a rail gun. So I want to get started, and to start with, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and break down some of this and empty out the water from inside. But yeah, it shouldn't be too much work. I've got the kelp in there because something I learned from hermits on Hermitcraft is that when kelp grows into a water block, it makes it a source block. So I'm trying to use that to just make my life a little easier here, and it's been growing. And that's probably enough. I can just finish it off with ice. So I guess let's get started and let's see if I can make a space gun. All right, well, there we go. I think we're going to have to plan to move the other buildings a little further out, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I installed a couple gaps in the top so that you can just sink back in and fall into the water to get back in from above. And I think this needs some operating instructions. There we go. I kind of like the way that looks. Yeah, that's really good. Kind of gives off a bit of like an alien tech vibe, but it's also just like a lamppost. And let's go ahead and put some instructions on it. Let's see, to use Sky rockets or Riptide device. Activate. It's so limited on size. That's what she said. Potion. Just. There's a slime attacking me. There we go. Are you stuck? There you go. You're free now. It's not perfect, but it'll do until we get something better. They're kind of cute at this size. Aww. So, I don't know when she did that, but that just made my night.